Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the headlines of the hour. District Court Dhanusha grants police permission to remand KMG Chair Kailash Siroya in custody for 3 days. Editors of various media outlets submit memorandum to Premier Dahal. Rights activists termed the arrest of Siroya an act of suppression on part of the government. NHRC draws the government's attention to uphold press freedom and freedom of speech. Supreme Court orders to register a writ petition against Home Minister Lamichhane and the Attorney General. Nepali Congress decides to protest against the fraud related to cooperatives. And spinner Sandeep Lamichhane's visa rejected by the US Embassy. Lamichhane unable to join national cricket team currently preparing for the World Cup in USA and West Indies. District Court Dhanusha has granted police the permission to remand Kantipur Media Group chairperson Kailash Siroya in custody for 3 days to conduct required investigation. District Government Attorney Office had presented KMG chairperson Siroya at the District Court, after which a bench of judges Churaman Khadka had granted police the permission to remand him in custody for 3 days. It has been learned that the police had sought a 5-day remand after recording Siroya's statement. He was arrested at the Thapathali office of Kantipur Media Group yesterday after District Court's decision to grant permission for an arrest warrant in connection with a dual citizenship case. Siroya is currently being held in custody at the District Police Office in Dhanusha. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal has said that Kantipur Media Group Chair Kailash Siroya is innocent and would easily be released through court procedures. Speaking with Kantipur Television, Premier Dahal expressed belief that Siroya would be released soon. Editors of various media outlets have jointly drawn the attention of Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal against the arrest of Kantipur Media Group Chair Kailash Siroya. Editors Pratik Pradhan, Shiva Gaule, Amit Dhakal, Kiran Nepal, Yuvraj Khemire, Sudhir Sharma, Hari Bahadur Thapa, Umesh Chauhan, Vijay Portal and Rupesh Shrestha, among others, drew attention of Prime Minister, saying Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane had appeared in an aggressive manner against the media. The memorandum submitted jointly by the editors notes that serious questions were raised by the hasty and vindictive arrest of Kailash Siroya. The editors have said that the arrest after entering a media organization was conducted with the objective of applying pressure on the media and creating fear. The memorandum also reminds that despite Home Minister Lamichhane receiving a new citizenship, action should be taken against him for holding 2 passports at once. The editors have also drawn the Prime Minister's attention on the Home Minister's efforts to muzzle the media. Prime Minister has also been requested to create a fair environment to continue police investigations on Home Minister Lamichhane. Various publications, including Nepal Media Society, have demanded the immediate release of chairperson of Kantipur Media Group, Kailash Siroya. Organizing a press meet at the office of Kantipur Publications in the capital's Thapathali, media organizations have demanded the immediate release of Siroya. They have said that efforts were being made to suppress those who stood against government leaders who were involved in irregularities and that a new kind of dictatorship had dominated the country. They have also warned of sternly opposing the attack on the media. The Constitution of Nepal has ensured press freedom and freedom of expression. However, the government has been encroaching the rights of citizens one after another. From Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal's statement of leaving no stone unturned to retain power, to Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane's vengeance against the media to suppress news against him for his alleged involvement in the fraud related to cooperatives, these steps have weakened democracy and the rights of the public. Actions of those in power to prohibit anyone from raising questions against them are efforts to scare the media and campaigners, shouldering the responsibility of awareing the public and institutionalizing democratic mechanisms, ensuring the rule of law and good governance, and encroaching the fundamental rights of the public. Rights activists have termed such behavior of the government acts of suppression. Democracy is the rule of law and systems where the constitution and laws are above any orders from authoritarian regimes. Those serving in the judiciary are of the opinion that actions against organizations and individuals who had fought against the autocratic direct rule of then King was a direct violation of fundamental rights ensured by the Constitution of the country. The current government has been making continuous efforts to undermine the rights of the public, including declaration of prohibited area to create hurdles for public to raise their voices. The attempt to threaten the media sector is a continuity of this effort. Analysts have expressed concern, saying such actions from the government could be counterproductive. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane, who has been drawn into controversies because of his alleged involvement in the fraud related to cooperatives, has been facing widespread criticism for his series of actions disregarding the Constitution and the rights of the public. The silent support of Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal and chairperson of largest party of the ruling coalition, CPN-UML, KP Sharma Oli, to the steps being taken by the Home Minister is adequate to understand that the government is on a wrong track. The National Human Rights Commission has drawn the government's attention to ensure it upholds press freedom and freedom of speech. Commission spokesperson Tikaram Pokhrel issued a release today, urging the government to ensure the investigation into KMG's chairperson Kailash Sirohiya is fair. A team from the commission had also conducted a monitoring of the office building of Kantipur Publications today. Another team of the commission from Janakpur had also visited Sirohiya in the Dhanusha police station. In his press release, spokesperson Pokhrel stated press freedom and freedom of speech were fundamental to human rights and that they were the base for democracy. Nepal Bar Association concluded the attack on media as an attack on democracy and said it will not tolerate the abuse of authority to showcase one's vengeance. International Press Institute, Nepal chapter also expressed interest on the recent development. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, today we've asked in several provinces what their suggestion is to ensure public's rights and freedom of speech. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
राज्यले चाहिँ ती नागरिकका हक अधिकारलाई संरक्षण गर्नु पर्यो।
मौलिक हक अधिकारहरू चाहिँ जति पनि छन् त्यसलाई चाहिँ राज्यले चाहिँ कुनै पनि रूपमा चाहिँ हनन गर्नु भएन।
नागरिकले के अधिकार पाउनु पर्ने हो, कसको लागि हो, किन हो भनेर यसको लागि वृहत रूपमा नागरिकलाई अवगत गराउनु पर्यो।
सरकारले हाम्रो अधिकारलाई हननकार गरियो भने हामी चाहिँ चुप लागेर बस्दैनौं।
संविधानमा लेखिएका अधिकारका कुराहरू चाहिँ जोसुकै नागरिकहरूले उठाए पनि त्यसमा चाहिँ सत्ता पक्षले चाहिँ त्यसको हनन गर्न पाइएन।
संविधानले बोल्ने र हिँड्ने अधिकार दिएको छ। यदि सरकारले यो बोल्ने र हिँड्ने अधिकारलाई चाहिँ कुण्ठित गर्न खोज्यो भने हामी सडकमा जान तयार छौं।
अधिकारको लागि हामीलाई लड्ने, हाम्रो लागि बोल्दिने भनेको एउटा एकदमै महत्त्वपूर्ण भनेको पत्रकार साथीहरू हुन् जसले चाहिँ हाम्रो कुरा उठाइदिने, बोल्दिने गर्ने गर्नुहुन्छ।
संविधानले नि जुन कुराको ग्यारेन्टी गरेको छ यो सरकारले नि गर्नुपर्छ।
स्वतन्त्रताको लागि चाहिँ राज्य जिम्मेवार हुनुपर्छ।
संविधान छ त्यसमा उल्लेख भएका कुराहरूलाई कार्यान्वयन गर्नु आवश्यकता देखिन्छ।
के हक अधिकार छ भन्ने कुरा कहाँ गएर बोल्नुपर्ने त्यो हाम्रो एउटा पत्रकारले राम्ररी गर्नुहुन्छ हैन। त्यही भएर उहाँहरूको पनि मान सम्मान गरिदिनु पर्यो।
We'll take a short break here. More news coming up. The Supreme Court has ordered its own administration to register a writ petition filed against Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane and Attorney General Dinmani Pokhrel. The order was issued by a single bench led by Justice chairperson Dhungana. Prior to this, the Supreme Court administration had denied registering the writ petition filed by Advocate Anupam Bhattarai. However, following the recent court order, the petition will now be registered. Advocate Bhattarai has called for the annulment of a letter issued by the Attorney General to Home Minister Lamichhane questioning its legality. This letter was made public by the Home Minister to assert that he is not under investigation or facing any cases related to a cooperative fraud case. The writ also demands involving Lamichhane from the position of Home Minister, as him being in this position has been hindering investigations into his alleged involvement in the cooperative's fraud. Advocate Bhattarai has also requested an order prohibiting the Office of the Attorney General from issuing such letters. Main opposition Nepali Congress has decided to protest against the fraud related to cooperatives. Today's joint meeting of the Central Committee and Parliamentary Party of Nepali Congress decided to organize a mass assembly with the demand of formation of a parliamentary probe committee to investigate the alleged fraud charges against Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane. Nepali Congress had been protesting with the same demand at the Parliament as well. The largest party of the lower house is to hold the mass assembly on 26th of May. The main opposition has said that it was compelled to hit the streets because of undemocratic and unconstitutional practices of the government. The meeting also termed the arrest of KMG chairperson Kailash Siroya vengeful and an attack on media by the Home Minister for continuous reporting from KMG's media outlets on the involvement of Lamichhane in Cooperative's fraud case. Around 31,373 cooperatives are in operation across the country, of which 500 have not returned the money of the depositors. The government had declared 20 of them as troubled, of which 17 have mishandled 35 billion rupees. This includes Shiva Sikhar cooperatives that has failed to return 9,490 million rupees of its 5,443 depositors. Kedarnath Sharma of the cooperatives, who also opened another cooperative named Tulasi Cooperatives, has mishandled another 1,550 million rupees of public's money. Likewise, Kantipur Savings and Credit Cooperatives has yet to return 6,780 million rupees of depositors' money. Former operator of the cooperatives, Chandra Bahadur Lama himself, has taken a loan of 1,590 million rupees. Likewise, he has also been alleged of mishandling another 1,110 million rupees in Pashupati Saving and Credit. Many of those who have been alleged of mishandling cooperatives' money have been absconding, while many are still walking scot-free, as the government has yet to fulfill its commitment of taking action against the faulty operators. The government has also yet to arrest Gitendra Babu Rai, who has mishandled 1,110 million rupees of Pokhara's Surya Darshan cooperatives, 1,070 million rupees of Butwal Supreme cooperatives, another 1 billion rupees from Swarna Lakshmi of Kathmandu, and 50 million rupees from Hamro Naya Krisi cooperatives. It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we asked you, what's your take on the vengeful move by the Home Minister against the chairperson of Kantipur Media Group, Kailash Siroya, solely for publishing news? 22% voted for option A, an attack on democracy, 12% for B, clampdown on press freedom, and 66% for C, abuse of power. And here's today's question. Why has the situation for the victims of cooperatives to resort to protests surfaced again? Your options are A, abuser in power, B, government indifference, and C, to apply pressure. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. It is time now for another short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's time now for Sports Update.
Sports News.
The Embassy of the United States of America has rejected the visa application of Nepal's spinner Sandeep Lamichhane yet again. Lamichhane had applied for the visa to join Nepal men's national cricket team, currently preparing for the 2020 International Cricket World Cup in the USA and West Indies. Lamichhane took to social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, to share that the US Embassy had denied his visa yet again. He also apologized to all the well-wishers of Nepali cricket. Expressing his dissatisfaction, Lamichhane also mentioned the US Embassy and the Cricket Association of Nepal in his post. Prior to this, Lamichhane was denied the visa by the US Embassy when the spinner had applied to participate in the Caribbean Premier League CPN back in 2019. In response to his post, the US Embassy has said all its units had been working to make sure all players reach the destination on time to participate in the tournament and wish the best for the Rhinos. However, it added that it would not comment on the visa issue, citing confidentiality of the documents. The moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.